y'all? Welcome back to Conversations Logic and Reason. So this is Tuesday, November 5th, 2022. This election day is finally here, and right now I'm on my way to vote. I like to do it early, beat the crowds, and hopefully, there was a lot of people who voted, basically who pre-voted, so the lines won't be as long. I just like to beat the lines, but people always, every presidential election, they always say this is the most important vote, the most important election. Most of the time, it's not true, but in this case, I really do believe that this is the most important decision that we're going to have for our leader for the next 4 years, on so many levels, so many implications, whether it be economically, socially, biblically, especially living in the last days. And we have the choice between a candidate who's basically been in the private sector most of his life, who's had to live with the rules, the laws, the policy that politicians have put in place, so therefore he has a worldview of how to live through them, how to prosper in spite of them, as well as what do you have to do to help business flourish. And then you have another candidate who's basically for her whole career has been in government. She's never had to deal with the policy, right? She's never had to actually be competent, because since she's been in government all her career, you don't have to be competent to be in government. That's one thing about government. You don't have to be competent. So one of our candidates has proven that his competency all of his career, and another candidate we have no idea. Another candidate has already had 4 years, and we've seen how we benefited from those 4 years, whereas another candidate, she was just a vice president for Biden. And people are saying, well, the vice president doesn't have any real power. Well, we don't really know what she's going to do. Okay, we have one candidate who's a traditionalist, who believes in family, who believes in rule of law, who doesn't believe in chaos, who can tell you what a woman is, as opposed to all this insane nonsense about, well, what is a woman this, and candidates who believe that somebody can be who they identify as. We have a man who say a woman is a woman and a man is a man, a boy is a boy, a girl is a girl. Neither can be the other, as opposed to a candidate who wants all of the confusion and all of the nonsense, something we most certainly don't need as citizens. We don't need chaos and disorder, because that's exactly what the elitists want. And personally, for me, there's only one candidate who's qualified, and that's Donald J. Trump, and that's who I most certainly will be basically voting for. I will be pulling it over for him as I'm on my way to vote. So I made it here to the polling places at Liverdays Middle School here in Gretna, Louisiana. I'm definitely pulling up. Don't seem that the lines are too long. That's great. So hopefully I'm in and out here pretty quick, which is the reason why I like to go vote early on the day of election, it is. So here's to it. Great, no line whatsoever. So I'm voting for Chandrell Perilou, Republican, Louisiana. I like a lot of our policy, did my research on her. And here I am, looking for Trump on the ballot, pushing that button for Donald Trump. And that's me casting my vote. So that was it. I just voted. Actually, I was in and out there pretty quick. I was basically maybe 10 minutes at most. I had to figure out what precinct I was in, because there were 3 different precincts that were voting there in the school. But found out my precinct and got in line, and I was in and out there pretty quick. So that's why I like to go early. But as you see, I casted my vote for Donald Trump, and We're going to have a lot of election coverage later on in the day, throughout the whole entirety of the day, and looking forward to see Donald Trump win another 8 years. That he's well deserved, and absolutely the best person for the job is what we need right now. We need statesmen. We don't need politicians now. We've had too many politicians who basically is in office, and their main purpose there is just to get voted in. We don't need politicians. We need statesmen now. We've had enough politicians, and Donald Trump is that statesman who really truly cares about America, wants to do what's best for America. And as I said, we had 4 years of evidence of what Donald Trump is capable of, and I'm looking forward to another 4 years, and looking to see. I'm hoping for a landslide victory. We need to make it too big to rig, because they will rig. The left, they will rig if you let them. Anyway, so y'all, like I said, all we can do now is just like to say, hope and pray. I think Donald Trump is going to win this by a landslide. Everything that I'm seeing, especially when it comes down to the black vote, I think Donald Trump has a bigger portion of the black vote than we want to believe. I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump got 40% plus of the black vote, because people are starting to wake up now. We don't no more the same nonsense. No more these Democrats doing the same thing. They're showing up every 8 years. Every 4 years they show up in a black community, give you a vote, and then do absolutely nothing for black folks. And I'm not really looking for anyone to do anything for us, for Republicans or Democrats. What I really don't want is them to do two. And that's the problem. The Democrats, they do two blacks. And that's the problem. So, like I said, hoping for a victory for Trump, and I really do believe that Donald Trump is going to win this thing by a landslide, and we as a country are going to move forward and start to benefit him. Put America first. We're going to do everything we have to do for America. Go at our border, get out these damn wars, cut taxes on the businesses so that the businesses can drive the economy, and we all benefited from it. So, Trump 2020, baby.
Vote. Latinos, you got to go vote. They already told you what they think of y'all country, Puerto Rico, and you already know what they think of Mexico. Look, well, I don't know what the decision is. We have got to go vote. How many times somebody got to tell you they don't give a damn about you before you get it? I got it. Let's go vote, y'all. Today is it, the final day. Within the next couple of days, man, sure would be great to rid this country of that BS. It sure would be great. Kamala Harris for President of the United States.